We're back again with another minifigure haul. Yeah, this one here is another 5-pound lot. I got it a long time back. It's been sitting in the backlog for a while. Yeah, this is what we are going to go through today. If you're interested in any of this stuff, most of it will get listed at some point with links in the description. But let's just cut open the bag at the top and see what we get. We're going to do all 5 pounds again this time, mostly because I don't have room really to try and split it up. And I'm still just trying to figure out how to record the best way and stuff like that. So I go through it maybe a bit too fast and stuff like that. So for now, we kind of just go through all of it at once. So we are going to dump this out. I already see a good one there, if you can see that one. There's quite a bit in here. And that is an empty bag. And a head fell. We'll see if we can grab that and then put the light back. That was a solid stud head, I believe. And then we can move all of this to the side. There is a lot here. Okay, might as well just start with, I saw one here and that caught my eye. I believe that is the head of the one Lord of the Rings minifigure, but the rest of it isn't. That's like a yellowed Arctic Batman cape with, I think, Harry Potter torso and legs and a more common hairpiece. And yeah, I don't think that head itself has too much value, but sometimes they do. Yeah, it's a good thing to start with. Now, the question is this real or fake? Because Serpentine and Ninjago, especially these ones with the tails like this, are probably the most faked parts out there. And let's see if I can find any LEGO logo on this. It's a bit difficult to try and find it because it's usually quite difficult to see, but yep, it is LEGO. It says it on the inside of the legs or tail thing, and that is a good one, though it looks to be a bit damaged there. Then we have a dwarf, and these ones here are pretty solid, so that is a real nice one to get. But like mentioned, what I am doing is basically all chromed, metallic, and like it's kind of like a metallic copper, though I don't think that it's its name. Speckled copper, I think that's the name. But things like that I do set in my container on the side. It's just a little bit right now because I don't want that stuff to get faded or anything like that when it gets washed. But that still is a great minifigure because yeah, all of this stuff gets washed and stuff like that. So if it's a bit of like a metallic print, it doesn't get affected, but if it's a metallic part, it can. So I just like to leave that stuff on the side. Then we have this one here. I can't remember the name, but I think it's at least a $10-15 minifigure, though he is missing his headgear part. I had a lot of those a while back, but yeah, sold them a long time ago, so we'll have to see if we can find one in this lot. Next up is a troll, missing his helmet. We usually can find those, and those guys are quite solid. See if we get the light a little bit better there. Got a rebel trooper, Zane, with Shulkin head, I think. Then we've got a jungle robe Kai. I don't think it's too valuable, but those ones there, the jungle robes, they just always sell like instantly. I can't ever keep them in stock. Then this one here is, we'll get that to focus, but yep, that one is real. So that there is a really nice find, and that is Pythor, I believe. And yeah, whenever you get Serpentine that have those tails, they're always good ones to get. And then this one here, I think that's a firefighter, or no, an Ogle minion torso there. Astronaut with a just city head. Got a rebel again there. Jack Sparrow tricorn hat. City, space police, a Woo minifigure there. And then this one here, I think this might be the one from Harry Potter, but I can't remember. But those ones there are somewhat decent if I'm remembering correctly. Got Angry Birds. Got a, I think that's Minnie there from the, and then that's a newer Ninjago one. Can't say I've seen that hairpiece before. Is it real? It is not real. That would explain it. It's something, but not Lego. I did miss the garbage bin. Yeah, then Disney, then a nice chrome silver sword. It's got a line and stuff like that on it. But we'll put that in the chrome metallic container. Got Dino, City, then I think that's Exo Force, Lego Movie. Then we got, I think that's Ezra, though the legs don't seem to match for some reason. Not quite sure what those are from, but, and actually I feel like that still is incorrect there for some reason, but either way, those are probably good parts. Those are good parts, and this might be a good one as well, but I can't say I recognize that for some reason. Got nice shield, Emmett, Ninjago, and all that stuff there. Just that one. Nice cape. Can never have enough capes. I think that's a mime torso. Space Police head and legs. City. Then Cole. Don't know how many times I've had that version before. It's from one of the more slightly recent ones. Then we've got another skeleton. And that is different than this one. I believe these are older than this one, but I think they are probably somewhat similar in value. Then Jack Rain's torso and head. Wrong headgear though, he needs more normal hair. We got Jay and nothing else there. I think that's just some Ninjago legs. Some old castle. That is very interesting combination. Got Ninjago Serpentine torso, Ninjago armor from the Pyro Serpentine. Then you got the head that matches with the torso, and then you got hidden side hair. Interesting. Nothing else too interesting there. That there is, I think, the one CMF Batman's torso. Got a golden J. It's one of the newer versions, not worth quite as much as the old version, I don't think. Then we got this one here. I can't remember which one is the misprint, but I believe it's this one here. The back of the torso, there's a chance of getting it where it has part of the Yoda torso's print on it. And I don't think we got that one there, but I still think, if I'm not mistaken, that one there does hold decent value, so that's a nice one to get. That's definitely yellow and not bright light yellow, and so I'm guessing it's fake, but it might be real. I can't quite tell. I'm like 95% sure that's fake rather than just a misprint there, because yeah, that there's supposed to be like bright light orange or something, and it's yellow for some reason. Got a pearl gold shield with a bowl. Can't say I've ever actually gotten that one before. I've seen it before, but don't think I've ever actually had it. And then right here, that is a nice one. I'm pretty sure that's the torso for it, but that there is from Ninjago, the ultraviolet, I think. And there's several versions. I can't remember if there's 2 or 3 of the dark purple masks, but those ones there are really nice, and it's a really cool part, so that is a nice one to get there. Another dwarf, take off its metallic headgear as well, but those ones are there, nice. I think that's a Gimli beard, which is, I believe, different than these ones, but this is actually the same, so this might not. Oh no, this is Gimli, because Gimli has 1 on the back and the dwarves have 3 on the back. Atlantis headgear. Can't remember this guy's name, but if we can find his headgear, he usually sells for, I think it's like 15, 20 bucks or so that's real nice. From Pirates of the Caribbean, can't remember the name, but there's that one. It's a nice one to get. Ghost Warrior. Another mask from Ninjago. That is really nice. Can never go wrong with those ones. So we got 2 of them here. I wonder if we'll be able to get some more of the coolest part there. I think that is the skirt for the one here, though I might be mistaken on that. Got another Anaconda one, but this one here is definitely fake. Yeah, that is fake without a doubt. The shine and everything's wrong. We'll see if we can get in the garbage this time. And we actually did, so that's good. Pyro Destroyer legs there. Han Solo torso. Cole. Classic Space. Those guys are always faded. I'm going to grab a container so we can clean up some room here, because it takes up quite a bit of room when you're going through a whole bunch of Lego. So grab the container and we can dump it into the Lego into it. And there's that. Another one of those, unless that's one that, no, there's 2 of them. You can see here, we got 2 of those guys. I think that's from the one creator set there. Hunted, Simpsons, Nexo. I think that's Carnage. Don't think it's too valuable there, but interesting one to get. Then we've got the Titanium Zane. I don't think he's supposed to have these swords here, but I think he is pretty solid one there. And then just some of that stuff. We got Ice Planet. Those ones there are usually not too easy to get in good condition. But this one here, the arms are a bit yellowed, but can replace those. But the print seems to be in relatively good condition, so that's nice. Got a Viking driver. For some reason, these guys sell decently well. It's not like they're worth much, but usually can't keep them in stock for too long. Well, at least several of them that I listed recently just pretty much gone right away. Another metallic helmet. Then Castle, Chima, City. And yeah, that's a very common condition. You'll find those torsos in almost completely worn and faded and destroyed from the classic Castle stuff. Another fake helmet. We'll see if we get this one in the garbage. And it went, so that's good. Got this one here. If I'm not mistaken, this here is actually how the minifigure is. It's from the one Castle, not an advent calendar, I don't think, but a city people pack or something. I can't remember. Then we'll see this here. Is this torso going to be faded? Nope, seems to be in relatively nice condition. Or was, no, there's a whole bunch of scuffs and scratches and stuff like that. You can see at the top potentially there. It looks a bit more bad in person. Got a Raider, City, Villager from Ninjago. Can't say I remember offhand whose legs those are. Nia, Aqua Batman, and another mask. That is nice. Are these 2 the same ones? I think so. Yep, those ones are the same ones, and I do believe that they are real. Yep, both of them are real, so that is good. Though the one seems to have a few stress marks potentially on the inside. I'll have to look closer on camera. You can see that one there seems to have them compared to this one, which might not. We'll have to look closer when it's time to list that stuff. But either way, very nice find. Canada soccer torso, pretty cool. I know that there's some of the Harry Potter CMFs that are worth a whole bunch. I don't think it's that one though, but I have to double check on that one. Another Golden Lloyd, but one of the newer ones again. And then a Lloyd. I can't remember that name, but that is also from Ninjago. I haven't actually gone that one before, but its value is probably dependent mostly on whether or not it was ever released in a foil pack, because it seems like a lot of them are these days. But it's still a pretty interesting looking minifigure there. Star Wars torso. That is definitely seen better days. And you've got the nose protector broken off. Got a troll again. That's nice to get. Put that one there. And that is a nice find to get. That is a Imperial Governor hat. As we can see, though, seems to be a bit worn right there. And might be a little yellowed. We'll see on that. And then that's Chima. Can't go wrong with a dark red cape. That's Jurassic World, I believe. I want to say that's a villager from Ninjago, but I can't say for certain. Here is Gimli. We found his beard earlier, and Lord of the Rings is always a great one to find. I've seen that version of that guy from Adventurers, I think it is, but I don't think I've ever actually gotten that version of him with his vest there, so that is an interesting one to find there. Lloyd. Another one from Adventurers there. Wrong headgear, I believe. Buzz Lightyear. There's several versions of this one. I don't think that this year's the expensive one, but I think all of them are still at least half decent value-wise. And then we've got Jurassic World Guard. A lot of those guys are somewhat valuable at least, so that's always nice to get. Not sure if, I don't think that's Star-Lord. I think that might be Scarlet Witch. Not sure entirely. Lance, the other Raider. So we got both of those. And we'll dump this here. Then we've got another one of these. I don't think that this here is one of the ones from the bomber set that has the first few or last few runs had the Finch Dolo. I think that this year is from a different set because the headgear is a bit thinner and stuff like that there. But those helmets there with the dual mold are always really nice ones to find because they look pretty cool. Got Ninjago there, and then we got a jungle robe Cole, and I believe that one is real, so another jungle robe. Always real nice to get them. Got Mini again, and I'm not sure if that's from a rare set or just like one of the like $20-$30 ones. J torso, I think, with a Kai face. I think that city, a lot of the newer city ones have been pretty cool looking compared to older ones, so it's a bit difficult to tell these days. Between them, we've got Unkar's Thug torso and legs there. I think that's actually Ultron's torso. I might be wrong on that. Probably am, but if that is Ultron's torso, that is a real nice one to find. Because that one there, if you don't find the entirety of him, I think it's like 50 bucks or so. Gotta love the complimentary hair. And I might have gotten that in the garbage. I can't tell because it's a really thin hair strand. Those legs are definitely a little bit loose there. Lego movie head. I think that's the baby from Harry Potter. Those ones are usually pretty decent. Another CMF, I think. I don't know which one that is. We've got Ninjago again. Those guys there are pretty solid sellers. There, I think that's actually Boomerang's torso. There. It's real by the looks of it. And I think he's got a bit of decent value, so that's a nice one. Got a classic torso there. The legs are definitely worn from the pirate stuff. Now that there is actually the Dragons Rising, no, Hunted, Master Wu there. And I can't remember if that's the valuable torso or legs or something. I know that they're very similar for two different versions of them. One of them is decently valuable and the other one isn't really worth too much. But both versions are still like over 10 bucks, I believe. Got a serpentine head. Anakin, you can't ever go wrong getting an Anakin. So there's that one. Classic old grade Jango Fett. I have to check the condition on that. The back has some scuffs and stuff like that, but the print is mostly good. It's not the Cloud City because there's no printing on the arms, but that's a really good one to get there. Don't really find them that often. We got Pixel. I think this might be the newer version. I'd have to double check though, but the older version's pretty decent. Got a Crown Knight shield. Digi-J, headgear from one of the Disney ones. It's a Dagobah Luke. That is interesting, though. It's got a huge streak down the center there, but that there is a very nice one to get. And actually, that's a Han Solo head on him as well. And I think the yellow Han Solo heads are pretty decent, so overall that's a nice one. Got Zane. Another fake helmet. You can usually tell by that pin in the center. And that one fell as well. Got another serpentine. And it is real, so that is good. It's a bit difficult to tell sometimes because the camera can't usually quite pick it up. But that is definitely a real one. So that is another serpentine. That is real nice to get. Another Carnage head. Interesting. Owen Grady. I think that one there is in from some of the first sets and possibly the Dimensions one. Then we got this here as a nice metallic silver visor and stuff like that. Since it's metallic silver, we'll put it on the side there. So that is probably a half decent one. I think that's Zane. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it is Zane, but that's definitely not his head. But I think that that's a decent one there. Proxima Midnight. It's not worth too much, but for me, always sells relatively fast. So always good to get another one of those. That there is the one pirate from Ninjago Skybound, I believe. That torso feels familiar for some reason, but I can't quite place it. Hands of Time Kai. I can't remember if it's this one here that's the rare one. I know that some of the Hands of Time, at least one of them might be J or something like that. It's like really rare because there's only ever in the one large set. Speaking of which, that's what I was about to say, the Time Twins set, and I think that's the one Time Twin. I've never actually gotten one, I don't think, so I'm not entirely sure, but that might actually be a Time Twin torso, or at least one of them. I'm not entirely sure, I'd have to double check. Got a Marvel torso there. That is, let me double check that, but that is looking in amazing condition. There, that is like really nice condition. That is pretty good. Got a Nia. That is from the Newbury Subway Hidden Side set, I believe. That is the dark green Hulk hair, I think. And I know that that used to be real valuable, and then it was re-released on the CMF. And I think that's what that is at least. I'd have to double check, though. That is one of the Ultrons that isn't the too valuable one there. Still better than the blue version. like the one with the blue dots. Like this one has red there, and then there's the one with the blue dots and stuff. Then another of the drivers. Running out of room again here. We'll dump it into the box. And then I did not notice that until now, but that is the helmet from the Saruman, or Mouth of Saruman, I think it is. And I remember I picked one of those up a while back because I needed it, and I think it was like 15-20 bucks at least. Actually, it might have been the $25 mark, but either way, that is a very nice one to get there. Though it was, I don't think it was a new entry was made, but it might have been from one of the newer sets. I'd have to double check on that. I think that might be Zorg's torso. Definitely real, and with the long dark purple arms, I'm definitely thinking it's Zurg. And that one there, I might be mistaken, but I think that there is actually from one of the classic Harry Potter minifigures. And if it is the one I'm thinking of, that's about 15-20 bucks. So that is a real nice one. Another Anacondrae, and there's a squeaking there for a second. And that's with the standard legs. Weirdly enough, even though the tailed version is rare, I don't know if I've ever actually gotten this version before, but that's probably because it's fake, so it might not even be a real thing. So that missed the garbage. I should probably be putting the garbage can in a more accessible position, because right now it's underneath a table that's near me, and I'm above the table because I'm standing up to record, so it doesn't land there. That one's fake. And that one also did not land into the garbage, mostly because I keep hitting the table. Then we got a speckle helmet there. Nice forced min torso, but it's probably going to be worn. Well, that's a mark there that can be moved. The torso itself seems to be in pretty nice condition. You can see there a little bit. Trick is to get the light just right. It's the wrong legs, I'm pretty sure, and probably the wrong head, but always nice to get one of those. Another dwarf pearl light gray sword as well. Don't find those too often. There, so that's a nice one. That one's real. You never know. A lot of Ninjago is faked. And another metallic part there. Got a nice brown cape. Those ones there are really difficult to get in decent condition. A bit of fraying is normal for that stuff there. That is definitely not real. I missed the garbage can again on that one. Then we got the Indiana Jones outfit here, and the one arm is broken, but it seems to be in overall decent condition. Can replace arms, and that one there is a very nice one to get. And then Vacation Garmadon. That might be Shakespeare's torso and legs. I'm not entirely sure. If it is, I know that he's a pretty decent value minifigure. And then we've got this one here that we saw earlier. The question is it real or is it fake? And it is real. That is a very nice one then. That is Morrow Lloyd, or I feel like it's a different name. But that one there is a really, really nice one to get. Don't know how many times I've gotten him before. I'm pretty sure I've gotten him at least once, but it's not too common of a thing. Then we got a printed soccer ball. Those ones are usually good for a couple bucks at the very least. Try to move this light a little bit more in. Another dwarf. Take off the, I think another head fell. Take off the copper parts, put those on the side. I think that's Alan from Jurassic. an original Geonosian torso. That is really nice one to get there. The wings are usually the more difficult part to get for him. Another driver. That there is Moro's legs, I believe. They're the most difficult part to get for him because for some reason they're just the most difficult part to get for him. And I'm not sure if you guys see what I see here. But we'll take a look at that in a second. We got this elf here. I know that some of these have surprisingly decent value, but not all of them. And yeah, there's another Moroloid. And yeah, this one is looking to be real as well. So that is very unexpected. I don't know if I've ever gotten two Moroloids in a lot before. So that is very interesting there. Then we got Gimli's helmet. Okay, this one here, that's a cold torso, but then this here is a bit complicated because I don't know if it's technically a minifigure, but I think it's from one of these masks, and it's a bit complicated because it's like got a whole bunch of regular parts for it or something, rather than just the standard like pair of legs or something. It's a real interesting one there. Then we got another one of these. From not having found any before to getting two in one day, that is definitely interesting. And I think this one might be real this time. There, yep, that's looking to be a real, and that is one with the standard legs. And now that I've seen the real version, it's quite possible that I have gotten it before. It's because the fake version looked so off that I hadn't remembered if I've gotten it before. Got a green cape. I think that's from one of the modulars there. Even though none of the parts are exclusive, that usually does help the value, and those ones there are nice to get. Got an Indiana Jones. I've got way too many of him. I'm not sure where my box is, but got a couple hundred of them, I think. So definitely not in too big of a need for more of them. But yeah, you can never go wrong with them. It usually goes for like 10 bucks or so. Got another Owen Grady police. That there is the statue from Hidden Side. Finn torso. Got a phone. I think that's different than the Master Chen, and I think that one there is actually half decent, so that is a real nice one there. We got a Woody. I think that those ones there are almost always pretty decent. That's from the newer Ninjago. Same with that one, though I'm not sure if it's from the same one. That's the underwater one. That's the one there on an island or something, I think. And then we seem to be finding a lot of doubles in this lot. So we got two of that now. Won't complain though, because I'm pretty sure it's got a bit of value. Mr. Freeze torso here. And not torso, armor. And yeah, this is a weird one where the thing that goes around it, like the helmet for it, it's a more regular Lego brick, and there's two versions. One will fall off and the other one will stay on. However, I think they even have the same part number, and so it's a really difficult one to see if we can separate it, because yeah, it's a bit of toxin the brick-like forms, but yeah, if it's no visual way to identify it other than attaching it to this, it's something, even though it's a functional difference, that it's really a bit difficult to separate for that. But yeah, need to see if we can figure something out for that sometime. Then got a Black Falcon torso. Just put that down here for now. That is a Series 15, I think, astronaut. I actually used to have that guy a while back. I got him from the one store when I got a whole bunch of those a long time ago. Definitely Star Wars. Those might be some of the slightly rarer ones, though. We got, and that is feeling fake. Yep, that is fake without a doubt. One of the other more faked ones, which is the, I think it's NRGJ. And yeah, all of it is fake. And that one didn't manage to land in the garbage either. That one there's going to be real, I'm thinking. Yep, that one's real. And that one there, it's got a bit of value, the Air Jitsu J, but I don't think that one's too crazy. Can't say I remember his name, but that is from Disney stuff, like Mickey Mouse line there. Another one of these here. I think this torso is actually used on both the CMF and a standard one. I'd have to double check, but yeah, both versions. Well, the one version's worth a bit more. I think you need to get a cape for it or something. Got Short Round from Indiana Jones. That one's a real nice one to get. There's a whole bunch of these guys, and most of them aren't worth too much, but I think one of them might be, or maybe two of them. I think that's some Batman armor. Space Police. Space Batman head. Gonna need to grab another box for the minifigures. And see if I can see what dropped earlier. I think this is what dropped earlier, a skeleton head. We are going to move this light back, get some good lighting again. And yeah, that is a chrome ring. You have to take the arm out in order to get it. There, though it seems like some of the smaller chrome parts don't always get worn when they get washed in the ultrasonic cleaner, so I haven't checked for the ring specifically, but well, we'll have to see on that. Star Wars torso and legs. Yeah, I can never tell if that's the battle pack version or one of the ones from one of the larger sets or something. Can't tell if that's just yellowed or an original light gray helmet. I don't even know if there is an original light gray helmet of that, because usually whenever you think light gray space helmets, you go back to the older versions there. But yeah, we'll have to see on that. Some nice armor there from the one Star Wars one. Still keeping an eye out for Scooby-Doo, because despite this being a lot purchased in Canada, I haven't seen any Scooby-Doo yet, weirdly enough. And that is a rarity, because you almost always will. Interesting torso there. I want to say that's another Harry Potter CMF torso, but I'm not sure entirely. Then we got another classic, I don't remember where, oh yeah, classic Pirates line torso there, more modern Ninjago. And then we got the, I think it's the Bear Knight from the one CMF, and those ones are pretty decent, so it's nice to get that. From the Adventures line, I think that's from the Mummy. Got a Dagobah Yoda torso. That one there is a nice one to get. I don't think it's too crazy value-wise, but it's always nice to get some of the classic stuff. Another Forest Man hat. Can't ever go wrong with those. Trying to make sure I look at all of them a bit more carefully, because last time there was a JDX minifigure and I just somehow completely missed it, and I didn't find it until I was listing the stuff way down the line and stuff like that. Then we got a another non-Lego helmet, and that one actually did land in the garbage. I can't remember the name of that one. Legs are backwards, but I feel like it might have a bit of value. Not sure whose legs those are. And it's probably because it's fake, so that probably explains it. But yeah, the colors are off, the plastic felt off, fake, and I didn't even hit the table. Well, I hit the leg of the table. That one just completely missed the entire thing for some reason. Some Insectoid, I believe that's the line that's from. Got a Ray hairpiece. Got one of these. Can't remember if that's one that's worth too much or not. I know some of them are, some of them aren't, but it's still a real cool headgear piece. Ogle Minion, and that one, the stuff isn't completely worn off, That is a surprisingly nice condition Ogle Minion torso. Or that might be the Ogle Captain. I would have to double check. Got another Lil Nelson headgear piece, but I'm fairly certain it's not from that one. Got a Shanghai Gangster from Indiana Jones. Those ones are really nice ones to get. And then over here we've got a the top of this guy, and if the bottom was real, then I'm assuming that this is real. And I think, yeah, this one has the Lego stuff on the inside, so that one's real there. Got a Ghostbusters with the Proton Pack. I know that there's one Ghostbuster who was in a Dimensions pack, and it's not worth too much, but that's the one with the a different hair piece, but this one doesn't, so that might be a pretty decent one there. Well, I'm not entirely sure, because I know that the ones from the main set had like slime versions on the print or something. This one doesn't, so this might be from the car version, or potentially just from another of the Dimension sets that I missed. Another part of the, I don't think it's up there, Garmadon. Another classic Pirates line torso. And shoulder pads. Legolas's hair, that's nice. I feel like that's from a CMF. I'd have to double check. Marty McFly, that is definitely from the set and the Dimensions pack. So that there is, even though it was in the Dimensions pack, it still is pretty valuable. I think it's like 20-30 bucks for that one. Then we got another Indiana Jones. Can't go wrong with them, but like mentioned, got a few too many of them right now. The listing is empty because I haven't washed those to list because it's from the pre-used purge stuff. So lots of stuff there. Feels really weird not finding a Scooby-Doo part in a lot. Another Garmadon. Just sold him yesterday, I think, again, though I'm not sure if it was that version. That is definitely not real Lego. And that one also missed. There's been a fair amount of these guys in here. That is probably another one of the Zurg torsos. Or no, that might be, no, that's the Goblin from Marvel or DC or something from the newer sets. And you can see potentially another hair. Might still be in the torso or something. We'll get that cleaned up. Palpatine head. It's a Star Wars helmet. I'm not sure if that's one of the good ones or one of the battle pack ones or what. That is, yeah, definitely not real Lego. It's something, but not sure what. And that one went underneath the fridge, I think, interestingly enough. Cole. Proxima Midnight head. Space Police. Batman, I think. Not entirely sure where that one's from. Ghost Rider. I think that's pretty decent. This here is the dark gray version of Batlord's helmet, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is from the Oriental line, from a Palace Guard from the set. And it might be the only set that had the plain dark gray torso with no printing, but either way, that is a very nice one to get. I don't think it's too valuable. It's got some good value, I think. Nothing that crazy. But then we just got the classic Boba Fett helmet to go with his torso and legs there. I'm trying to remember what his head is. It might be a plain one. I haven't found him in such a long time, I guess. I just forget. There's that stuff. Another classic one there. Printing is surprisingly decent on that one, actually. The legs have something. I probably don't want to know what it is on the inside, but the print is decent. That one's got something as well. That's the joy of used stuff, is you'll always find some interesting things there. And yeah, hopefully the ultrasonic cleaner can get most of that stuff out. Got the Minotaur. That's not his torso though. Might be his legs, but that there is a nice one. The one Master from Ninjago. That is definitely not Lego. Yep, that fell. I think that might be the one Witch from the Castle Fright Nights. I'd have to double check. Lord Business. Another Shanghai Gangster, so it looks like we got both of them, so that is really nice. A Darth Maul head. Been a long time since I actually found one of his heads in a lot. Nexonite thing there. Another Ezra torso and the Anakin legs that are good. So that's that one. Got another Dagobah Luke, but it's one of the more modern ones. Still has a little bit of value, I think. Some Frodo, a Frodo torso, I mean. And then that might actually be another one of the Time Twins. Got his other torso here. So yeah, I'm not sure if these are something. I know that one of them has got to be the Time Twins there. I don't think it's both of them are though. But either way, real nice ones still. That is the Mouth of Saruman's torso. So we actually have the Mouth of Saruman's complete minifigure. His head's somewhere here. And I think it's just a pair of plain legs that go with him. So that there is nice. Not entirely certain who that is, but it seems familiar for some reason. That is another pair of Boba Fett legs. That's real nice to get. It's one of the ones that is the two of the classic colors, both the standard brown hips and the original light gray legs. Not every day you get one of those. Then, yeah, just a couple more normal parts there. But, yeah, that is the end of it. After this one, looking at the timer on this, we're at 49 minutes just about. So, yeah, going forward, I will not be doing 5-pound videos. I'll probably try to do around half of them in a video. Make it a bit more of a normal watch because, yeah, 49 minutes of one haul is a little bit much. So, yeah, I'll see what we can do, but yeah, we got lots of hauls to go through, so hopefully we can keep it up. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I have lots of work to do.